Today we are talking about worthiness. So, worthiness light language meditation to help us just remember who we are at the core and to feel worthy again. If you are driving, please do not use this. This is not, any of these videos are not intended to replace any kind of traditional counseling or anything like that. This is just a meditation. So, we don't like to do meditations while we are driving in a car. So I invite you to get comfy in a space that feels good to you, sitting up, laying down with a blanket, no blanket, and we'll just go on this guided journey together. So I invite you to close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in through the nose and let it out through the mouth. Nice deep breath in through the nose. And sigh it on out. Nice breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we're just going to take you on a nice journey. So I want you to picture a place that feels nice and peaceful to you. If it's lying down in a beautiful meadow with flowers all around, or if it's sitting propped up next to a tree or lying in a hammock, or maybe it's laying on the sand by the ocean. Find a space that feels comfortable for you. And when you have your space, I just want you to observe some of the sounds that are around you. Do you hear the rustling of leaves? The crashing of ocean waves? Maybe you hear some seagulls or some birds singing or the buzzing of some bees. So go ahead, tune in. What are you hearing around you in your safe place? Excellent. So we're going to travel to a little different area. Anytime you need to, you can always come back to this safe space. I want you to visualize a wonderful nursery where you would have about 6 little babies, all shapes, sizes, colors. Lots of little tiny newborn babies, so cute. All the cute little fingers and toes, the laughing, the smiling, the giggling, the sleeping. However you want to picture all of these babies. One of these babies, however, is you. And as you look at this baby, we're going to remind us that we're wrapped in a gigantic ball of golden white light, and nothing can get into this bubble that would make things feel unsafe. Lokatoishi se katai naina moi katoishi se katai atakai naina moi shitakai kotoroishi se katai ele katai naina moi katoishi se katai naishi kotoi katai se shi katai. Only our highest level guides, angels, divine source energy, spirit guides of the highest level, ascended masters can penetrate this bubble. So I want you to visualize you as a baby in that little bassinet. And I want you to observe how wonderful you are. And I want you to look and compare yourself to all of the other babies. And all the babies, including you, are going to cry. And I want you to ask yourself, if all of those babies are worthy of being picked up and held, and if all of those babies should have someone to give it what it needs, some milk, a diaper change, just comfort, skin-to-skin contact. So I want you to see yourself. I want you to see yourself crying. And all of the other babies are taken care of. They have their own adult versions of them that are also going to pick them up. But you're focused on you right now. And there's nothing that makes you as the baby any more or less valuable than any of the others. There's nothing that makes you less worthy of receiving what you need. So I want you to go ahead and pick up you, the little you as a baby, and you're going to cradle that baby and love on that baby and give that baby milk. Lo katai nai nai kotoe she se katai, oi katono no ai she se katai, a se katai nai no moai chi katai she se katai. And I want you to look at that little baby. And I want you to give that baby everything that that baby would need in this moment. And picture it as any baby that you would have, even your own baby, your own child. It's still you, but how would you treat that baby? And go ahead and give it all the coos and all the, oh, you're so cutes and pretties, and tickling the little fingers and the toes. I want you to just stay here and nurture this baby. Love on this baby. Know that this baby is worthy of everything in the world and worthy of having all of their needs met. Loi shie se katai nai no moai katoai shie se katai, oi katai nai shie koto oi se katai, e se katai no moai shie katai koto lai shie se katai. And we're going to travel a little further in this baby's journey till they're a toddler. And you're still you, little you is that toddler. And I want you to think about, if you have children of your own, what toddlers may want or need. And you see yourself crying, upset over something. And I want you to pick up the little toddler version of you and communicate in lots of different ways how much you love that little toddler and how much you want to help assist in giving that toddler everything that that toddler needs. Lo moi katai shie se katai nai kototoi shie se katai nai no moi katoi shie se katai kotoi shie se katai. And feel what it's like to be on the giving end of what you are doing for yourself as that little toddler, and also the receiving end. How does it feel to have all of your needs met? You are worthy of having all of your needs met. There is nothing that makes any person more or less worthy. You exist, and therefore your needs are valid. We're going to grow again with this toddler into a little kindergartner, first grader. I want you to think back to what some of your needs may have been at that time. And if you have a memory that pops up, I want you to pretend that you are your own parent or teacher or guardian and put yourself in that scenario. View that scenario. Except you get to respond how you would want to have had the experience. So you get to write a new story. So go ahead and think about that event and feel what it feels like as your little kindergartner or first grade self. And now as your adult self, give you exactly what you needed at that moment. Did you need a hug? Did you need someone to be present? Did you need a tear wiped? Did you need some food made? Did you need something to cuddle with? Did you want a book read to you? You get to make it up. Make it up in the best possible way that that kindergartner or first grade self would be so happy. Bask in all of that joy and delight in having your wants and needs met. Lo she katai nai no moai she se katai katai nai she katai o se katai nai no moai she katai se takai o loai kototoro noai she se katai nai kototoe she se katai katai nai no moai she se katai o she katai nai nanai kototoe she se katai. And I want you to feel something resetting along your whole spine. I want you to feel it like an instant change, and that you know and remember what it's like to be worthy and loved. Loe she se katai nai na moe katai she se katai. Oichi katai nai na moe she se katai nai kototoi she se katai. Oloai she se katai. I want you to feel a wave going through your spine, both your adult self and your kindergarten or first grade self. And you're going to feel a rush of energy just wash over you in the most positive, love, light, vibrant experience that you can have. Loishi se katai nai na moishi katai. You're resetting your DNA, your programming, your neurons for a new pattern. Now we're going to take and move past this stage and go into later years, 5th grade, 6th grade, somewhere in that time frame. And again, I want you to think about something that you would have wanted or needed at that time that maybe you didn't get. Maybe it was someone who was mean to you at school. Maybe it was a bad grade on a test and there was a bad reaction from a parent. Maybe it was a bully. Maybe it was something you just really, really wanted, like a brand new bike, and it just got brushed off. So you get to be the adult and you get to walk yourself through how you would have liked to have been treated. So go ahead and have that dialogue now. And while you have that dialogue, you're going to feel a rumble, like some thunder in the background in a very gentle way, just wiggling out some of that old stuck energy that doesn't need to be there and doesn't need to serve you, some of those old emotions that need to come to the surface. And as you're running through that scenario, we're going to be breaking up some of the density, and then it will be recycled back and it can move to its highest timeline. Loi she katai nai no moe katai koto toto no ai she se katai ai nai no moe katai she se katai oloai koto toto no ai katai she koto ai nai no moe katai she se katai koto toto ai she se katai oloai te katai nai no moe she se tai katai nai koto ese koto no ai nai she se katai Oloai koto inei shikatai nai shikato takatai nai nai shi sikatai shi takatai nai no moi shikatai sitakai shi takatai nai no moi shi sikatai. And you feel lighter. And your heart feels happy and whole and complete. And you feel worthy. And you feel loved. And we're going to move on to the next timeline. And this time you're a teenager. As a teenager, when we're frustrated and we're sad and we're hormonal and we get angry and we can still need a good support system, a coach, a teacher, a parent, a friend. I want you to think about one hard situation in which you didn't feel loved or supported and where you would have liked to have. And again, you're going to respond to that teenage self of yours in the way that you would want to do it now. What would you have liked to receive then? You're going to give it to yourself. Your adult self is giving it to your teenage self. And you're going to say the words that you needed to hear. And you're going to know that simply because you exist, you are worthy. It doesn't take away from anyone else for you to have your needs and wants met. It doesn't take it away from a younger sibling. It doesn't take it away from a friend. It doesn't take it away from someone in a different country who doesn't have enough food. You get to receive. And you're going to imagine that you are this big, huge bowl that receives beautiful blessings. And you can just keep receiving and receiving. And you pull in all of that from the bowl. And there's always more room to receive more. You are worthy. So go ahead and tell your teenage self, or do for your teenage self what you wish would have been done. Loe shie se katai, ina ina moe shie se katai, kotono no ai katai shie se katai. Hele kotono ai shie se katai, kotono no ai shie se katai. And the teenage point that sometimes is the hardest, to feel the love of the people around you. I want you to picture yourself in a room as the teenager with a group of wonderful, supportive people around you. And they're throwing out different compliments to you. You are very attractive. You're smart. You're capable. You're worthy. You're lovable. You're loved. It's okay that you make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process. It's okay if you fail. Within failure, we find success. It's okay if you don't look like the person next to you. You're beautiful and handsome. It's okay that you are just who you are. You don't have to pretend to be anyone that you are not. You're giving yourself full permission to be you. I want you to feel what it feels like to be you and to be loved for you. You have all of these people surrounding you, pouring praise, admiration, love, respect into you. Feel it now. Oshie se katai na ina moe kotoe se katai. Ese katai na ina moe shie se katai na ishie se katai kototono ai. It's like there's a mixture between a light ray falling down and little tiny droplets of rain, little sprinkles. And you can feel your whole body absorbing all of these wonderful affirmations. And you feel worthy, and you feel whole, you feel complete, you feel abundant, you feel joyful. Loe shie se katai na ina moe shie katai kototono no ai shie se katai kototono no ai shie se katai. And you receive big hugs from all of these people, and it's available to you anytime you want to come back here and receive more of the hugs. Loe shie se katai na ina moe kotoe shie se katai kototono no ai shie se katai. And if you like praise or people doing things for you, you can receive that too. If you like affirmations and people pouring in, receive it now. If you like gifts, envision all of these people gifting you something special and unique just for you. Lomoi katai, ese shie katai nai noai shie katai, oroai kototono noai shie se katai nai shie se katai nai kototoai shie se katai. And I want you to feel reprogrammed, like we're going in and we're replacing some of the software that's been there. We're upgrading pieces of you so that you feel whole and worthy and complete. And you're able to receive. Lomoi katai se she katai, enai kototoai she se katai nai kototoai, ele te nai moi katai chi katai nai te kokoi she se katai nai she se katai nai katai, oloi katai she se katai nai na moi katai se she katai te kokoi she katai. And you feel amazing. And as we go through, you can come back to your adult form and you can look back and see where you've been. And you see all of these different stages, and you received the things that you didn't have before. And you feel that worthiness, and you feel that receptivity, and you feel the love. Loe katai na ishi se katai, onoi katotoa ishi se katai, ai katotono no ai no moe chikatai, ese katai na ishi se katai. And I want you to remember that you can come back here and go through more experiences if you need to. We're going to just make sure there's nothing Any energetic connections between you or I. Lomoi katai shie se katai na ishie te kai kototoro no ishie se katai. And we're going to come back to that safe place that we started this meditation. So you're back in the meadow, or in the valley, or by the ocean, or in the forest, or in a hammock, or sitting by a tree. Come back to that beautiful space. Hear the birds, smell the flowers, feel the wind, smell the ocean, hear the seagulls, whatever may be around. And you're going to slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and take some nice deep cleansing breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Take a few more of those in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And as you are ready, you can open your eyes, gently blinking open and coming back out of the meditation into current. Hope you enjoyed this meditation. Come back to this anytime you need, and you can always check out some of the other meditations that are on the channel.